My name is Miss Eileen and I'd like to welcome you all to Fly Away With Me, this quarter's Little's Art Project. Today, I am going to be showing you how to make butterflies. So, you should have already picked up your Take and Make bag here at the library, and that's going to have enough supplies in it to make 2 of these super adorable butterflies. Now, if you're wondering why I'm dressed the way that I am, today is a book character day at the library. Do you know which character I am? I'm the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So we're just having a lot of fun today with our book character costumes. All right, now in just a minute, I'm gonna go over what you've received in your Take and Make bag, and then I'll start to show you step by step how to make one of these super cute little butterflies. And then I'm gonna let you make the second one all on your own. Now, caregivers, I do wanna let you know that there are gonna be some steps that you're gonna have to help your little one with. So make sure that you're supervising and helping them as needed today. All right, are you guys ready to get making our butterflies? Let's get started. Before we begin any of our projects, I'd like to go over what you received in your Take and Make bag. So I've emptied out everything that was in my bag, and you'll have 3 of these coffee filters. They're just paper, special kind of paper. And then you should have 5 googly eyes, 2 wooden clothespins, 2 glittery fuzzy sticks, and then a box of crayons. You won't need any other supplies to complete this project. Now, I did give you an extra piece of coffee filter and 1 extra googly eye. Sometimes those googly eyes, they like to go rolling and go missing, so I gave you 1 extra one in case. So what I want you to do is I want you to get your crayons out, 1 of your paper coffee filters, 1 of your fuzzy sticks, 1 of your wooden clothespins, and then 2 of your googly eyes. So this is what you're gonna need to make the first butterfly. Are you ready to get started? So the first step for completing our butterfly is we're gonna color one of our coffee filters. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is think about what kind of colors you wanna use from your box of crayons to color the body or the wings for the butterfly. Now I'll show you in the sample that I made. So here's my little butterfly. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take him apart so that I can show you ahead of time how I colored this one. So what I did with this one is I colored the center a solid purple, and then I made stripes of pink and blue all the way around. And I colored both sides of the coffee filter. So you can do whatever you want. You could make a rainbow, you could make it polka dot, you could leave the center white and do fun patterns or colors around the outside. This is completely up to you to decide how you want to color the coffee filter for your first butterfly. So what I'm gonna do is I've gone through my box of crayons and I have chosen 3 colors to use: purple, orange, and lime green. And I think what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna color the center circle of the coffee filter green. Now, what I keep doing is I keep kind of smoothing out the coffee filter. Because it's a weird shaped paper, you're gonna find that you're gonna wanna flatten it out a few times while you're coloring it. And littles, the best thing that you can do is hold the coffee filter with one hand while you hold your crayon in the other hand. And if you're having problems with that, your caregiver can help hold the paper while you color. Okay? And again, I gave you an extra coffee filter in case for some reason you start coloring and maybe you rip it on accident or you really don't like how you colored it. You've got an extra one if you have any oopsies happen throughout this process. I know that sometimes when you craft, things don't always go as planned. So I'm going to carefully just start coloring the center. And again, You can choose to color this however you want because these are your butterflies. And we're gonna make the first one together here on camera together. And then I'm gonna let you make your second one all by yourself with your caregiver. So I've colored the center green, and then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Now you could choose to just color one side of your coffee filter. You could choose to color both sides different colors. It's completely up to you how you want to color this. I think it would be really cool to do maybe like a rainbow butterfly sometime. I think that would look pretty cool. Springtime always makes me think of rain and rainbows and sunshine. Really bright, fun colors after a cold, white winter. All right, so I have my green center colored on both sides of my coffee filter. And now what I'm gonna do is I am going to make some polka dots. I really, really love polka dots. And purple is one of my favorite colors. So I'm gonna do orange and purple polka dots. So I'm just gonna start, and I'm gonna make them different sizes, I think. So I'm gonna do big orange dots and then smaller purple dots. So hopefully you can see that. And again, I'm holding my coffee filter flat with one hand and I'm coloring with the crayon with the other hand. Oh. And it's important to take your time. This is the fun part of this project, is the coloring. And then after we're done coloring, we get to put the whole thing together. But I really like coloring. And I might be a little faster than you, and that's okay. If I finish before you do, then you can pause the video to finish your coloring before you see how we put all the pieces together. All right, what do you think so far? I am really liking this so far. Again, I love polka dots. And I'm going all the way around the outside with these polka dots. Do you have any favorite colors that you're using to color your butterfly today? Oh, those are some awesome color choices. Again, I love springtime because it just feels like the world is coming back alive outside. The grass is getting green. There's blue sky more days than not. The sun is out more often. You start to hear all the birds and see more bunnies. Do you have a favorite part of springtime? Right, what do you guys think? I like the way mine looks so far. I'm almost all the way around with my orange polka dots. And then I'm gonna switch to doing my purple dots that, again, I wanted to make a little bit smaller. I've made a couple of these butterflies so far, and I love being able to make each and every one of them a little bit different. I think it's super fun to come up with different patterns and use all sorts of different colors. You have a lot of color choices in your box of 24 crayons, so it's really fun to try to mix and match them. All right, so now I have my orange dots finished, and now I'm gonna add some purple polka dots. And another idea I just thought of is you could do hearts. You could draw a bunch of hearts in different colors and different sizes. You could do stripes, like on a zebra. You could color it all one color if you have a really ultimate favorite color and you don't want to use any other colors. And just remember, you have 2 butterflies that you're making today, so you can make them the same or different. It's totally up to you. And what I'm doing is I am rotating my coffee filter as I'm coloring. It's again, one of the nice things about coloring is you can move the paper around as you do it. All right, friends, I think I'm done coloring. Now I'm choosing to leave the other side blank other than my green circle. So I'm just coloring one side, but you can have the option to color both sides like what I did with my first butterfly that I made. Okay, so now that I'm done with my crayons, I'm gonna go ahead and set them aside. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to put our butterfly together. So we're gonna be using the rest of our items from our Take and Make bag, including our fuzzy stick, our clothespin, and our 2 googly eyes. So what we're gonna do first, actually, is we are gonna take our fuzzy stick. And I want everybody to try and find the middle, so the very center. Can you find the center for me? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna just fold it a little bit like that so it's in the shape of the letter V, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna curl the ends by rolling them. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the end and you're just gonna start rolling it like this, okay? And caregivers, this is where you might have to help your little one depending on how old they are. They might need some assistance with this part, but I just roll it 2 or 3 times until it looks like that, okay? So then what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your coffee filter and we're gonna do what's called an accordion fold, okay? So take just one edge of it and fold it over just a little bit like that. So hopefully you can see how far. So that's about as much of the coffee filter as I folded, okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to flip it over and fold it again the same length, okay? And now once you've folded it again, we're gonna flip it over, and you guessed it, we're gonna fold it again the same length. And we're gonna keep flipping it over and folding it until we reach the end. So we're gonna flip it and fold it and flip it and fold it. So now we have something that looks like this, okay? And they call it an accordion because an accordion is an instrument and it kind of looks exactly like this pattern that we've got going on here. Okay, so once you've done that part, you're gonna find the middle of your coffee filter again. And what I have found works is kind of pinching it in between your pointer finger and your thumb. Just pinching it a little bit like that. And then caregivers, again, you might need to help your little one with this. We're gonna take our clothespin and we're gonna put the clothespin all the way over the part that we have pinched together. So it's gonna look a little wonky at first, but the nice thing is that once you have it pinched, you can spread out the ends to make the wings kind of fold out for our butterfly. And you can kind of play around with it a little bit, but that's what it's gonna look like once we have pinched it, clipped it in the clothespin, and then spread the wings out a little bit. Okay, we're 2 steps away from finishing our butterfly. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna attach our antennae. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and open very carefully the clothespin, and then you're just gonna stick that fuzzy stick right through there and then let the clothespin close on it. And you should have something that looks like that. And the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna attach our googly eyes. And I love googly eyes. And this really, for me, makes the whole project. It really pulls it all together at the end. And these are sticker googly eyes. So you should be able to peel off the little white circle and then place your googly eyes on the front of your clothespin. And caregivers, this is where, again, you might have to help your little one. This is a little tricky sometimes to get those backings off. But I've got the first one off, and then I'm gonna kind of stick my second googly eye right on there. And you can kind of adjust them a little bit to get them to stick. All right, so here we go. We have our finished butterfly. And now I want you to make your second one all by yourself with the help of your caregiver. All right, I hope you have all sorts of fun making your clothespin butterflies. I hope you guys had all sorts of fun today making butterflies with me. I would love to see any videos or pictures of you completing today's project or your finished butterflies. You can send those to us at the email address going across your screen now. And if you have any other questions for me, you can also email me as well. And most of all, I just hope you had some fun today. All right, we'll see you all next time. Bye for now.